Imagine you're on a video call with someone on the other side of the world. Their face appears almost instantly. Their voice reaches you with barely any delay. You stream a movie, transfer money through your banking app, or upload photos to the cloud without giving it a second thought. It feels effortless, almost like the internet exists everywhere at once. Most people assume those signals shoot into space, bounce off satellites, and come back down to Earth. But that's not what usually happens. Long before your message reaches another continent, it takes an unexpected journey. It dives beneath the waves, racing through thousands of miles of fiber-optic cables resting silently on the ocean floor. Hidden beneath the sea is an invisible network that carries almost all international internet traffic and quietly keeps the modern world connected. A video call between New York and London is far more likely to travel across the Atlantic seabed than through outer space, and that raises an intriguing question. If these underwater highways carry so much of humanity's digital life, who built them? Who owns them? And who really controls the connections billions of people rely on every day? The internet is often described as the cloud, a phrase that makes everything sound weightless and invisible. It suggests our photos, emails, and documents simply float somewhere above us. The reality is far less poetic and far more impressive. Behind every online search, every streamed movie, every international payment, and every cloud backup is an enormous physical machine. Massive data centers exchange information around the clock. Power stations keep them running. Fiber networks connect cities. And beneath the oceans, submarine cables bind entire continents together. Because this infrastructure stays out of sight, most people never think about it. There are no signs pointing toward it, no bridges stretching across the Atlantic, and no reminder that one of humanity's greatest engineering achievements lies hidden beneath ordinary waves. Stand on almost any beach in the world and you'll see families walking, children playing, and waves rolling gently onto the shore. Just offshore, a cable about as thick as a garden hose may disappear into the water before continuing for thousands of miles toward another continent. Extraordinary infrastructure often hides in ordinary places. Inside every submarine cable are bundles of hair-thin fiber-optic strands. They don't carry electricity like old copper wires. Instead, they carry pulses of light. Every email, banking transaction, video call, online purchase, and streamed movie is converted into tiny flashes of light that race through glass fibers at astonishing speed. Every click becomes light. Every message becomes light. Every memory you upload becomes light. Building these connections is anything but simple. Years before a cable is ever laid, engineers carefully survey the seabed, studying underwater mountains, earthquake zones, fishing grounds, shipping lanes, and environmentally sensitive regions. The safest path is rarely the shortest. Once the route is approved, specialized cable ships slowly unspool thousands of kilometers of cable across the ocean floor. In shallow coastal waters, the cable is often buried beneath the seabed for protection. Far offshore, where human activity is limited, it rests quietly in darkness thousands of meters below the surface. Eventually, the cable reaches a cable landing station, a secure facility where international networks connect with a country's domestic fiber infrastructure. From there, data continues through regional networks before finally reaching homes, businesses, and mobile devices. This reveals something many people never realize. The internet isn't one giant network. It's thousands of independent networks constantly cooperating. Sophisticated routing systems continuously search for the fastest and most reliable path. If one route becomes congested or unavailable, traffic is often redirected automatically within moments. Instead of a single highway, imagine an enormous road system with countless alternative routes. Perhaps the biggest surprise isn't how these cables work, it's who is paying to build them. For decades, international telecommunications companies dominated submarine cable construction. Today, some of the world's largest technology companies, including Google, Meta, Microsoft, and Amazon, have become major investors in global cable projects. At first, that sounds surprising. Why would companies known for search engines, social media, cloud computing, and online shopping invest billions beneath the ocean? Because their businesses depend on moving unimaginable amounts of information every second. Owning or co-owning parts of this infrastructure gives them greater capacity, improved reliability, lower long-term costs, and more control over the performance of the services billions of people use every day. That doesn't mean one company owns the internet? Far from it. Most submarine cables are shared investments. Telecommunications providers, technology companies, infrastructure funds, and international partners often divide ownership, funding, or transmission capacity. Different organizations control different pieces of the same system. The Internet's physical backbone is distributed, not centralized. As cloud computing expands, artificial intelligence demands larger data centers, and ultra-high-definition streaming becomes the norm. International bandwidth continues to grow in importance. Building new cables isn't simply about today's internet. It's about preparing for tomorrow's. Now consider what actually travels through these underwater highways. It's not just social media videos or online shopping. Global financial markets exchange information in milliseconds. Banks coordinate transactions across continents. Airlines synchronize reservations. Cargo ships update logistics systems. Scientists collaborate internationally. Hospitals securely exchange medical data. Governments maintain essential communications. Much of the modern global economy depends on information crossing oceans every second. Which leads to another question. What happens when those connections fail? The answer is surprisingly ordinary. Many cable faults are caused by ship anchors, commercial fishing equipment, underwater landslides, earthquakes, or natural wear. When engineers detect unusual signal losses, specialized repair ships are dispatched to locate the damaged section. Using precision equipment, crews lift the cable from the seabed, carefully splice the broken fibers together, test every connection, and gently lower it back into the ocean. Depending on weather and depth, repairs can take days or even weeks. Fortunately, resilience was built into the internet itself. Multiple cables often connect the same regions through different routes, allowing traffic to be redirected while repairs continue. Most users never notice anything more than slower speeds because redundancy quietly keeps the global system running. That resilience is easy to overlook until something breaks. Perhaps that's the biggest perspective shift of all. The internet isn't floating above humanity. It's built into the earth itself. It crosses mountains, runs beneath city streets, fills enormous data centers, and stretches silently across the deepest oceans. It's the product of decades of engineering, investment, constant maintenance, and international cooperation. No single company owns the entire internet. No single government controls every connection. Instead, countless organizations maintain different pieces of an infrastructure so reliable that most of us never stop to think about it. Every international email, online payment, cloud backup, streamed movie, and video call may cross several independently operated cable systems before reaching its destination, and all of it usually happens in just seconds. The greatest achievement of this network may be its invisibility. When it works perfectly, we forget it exists. The next time a web page loads instantly or a message arrives from someone thousands of miles away, remember that your information probably didn't travel through space. It most likely crossed an ocean. Silently, hidden beneath the waves is one of the most important engineering systems ever built. A network that quietly connects billions of lives every single day. And perhaps the real question isn't who controls the internet beneath the ocean. It's whether we truly appreciate the invisible infrastructure our modern world cannot live without. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden systems shaping everyday life, subscribe to Global Exposes, because our next investigation will reveal another invisible network influencing billions of people around the world.